Today we're gonna be testing one awesome weapon in Red Dead Online, Maxim Gun. It's already in the game, you can use it in some PVE activities and even sometimes in PvP, but unfortunately you cannot buy it. And after testing this, I'm gonna tell you for sure, you cannot buy it yet, because I'm pretty sure that someday Rockstar will add Maxim Gun as some sort of a purchasable content. I mean, it's super fun to use, it's a little bit overpowered and in some cases it's even broken, but killing NPCs using this machine gun feels so awesome. Anyway, if you wanna try Maxim Gun, you can find it in PvP, in Name Your Weapon, it usually arrives by the train, and in PvE this weapon is also pretty common, it often spawns in a gang hideouts. Also it can be found in bounty hunter missions, especially 1-star bounty hunter missions. Also it appears in some legendary bounty and the Land of Opportunity missions. So anyway, you will have a chance to use this weapon quite a lot, so now let's take a look at its performance. Let's test the damage first. Pretty close distance, none of us is using any ability cards and we're making a body shot. And as you can see, one shot removes quarter of our health bar. Now let's test it on the bigger distance, because you know, for the most weapons damage reduces with distance. But not for this one. And by the way, it's not the only weird fact about the Maxim Gun. Take a look here, for example. At this range I'm not getting shot ever. I mean, he's shooting at me constantly but not landing a single shot. But let me make just a few steps and he's landing all the shots now. So that's how this machine gun works. On some range it has perfect accuracy, and yes, it's perfect accuracy, I'm gonna prove you this later. But if you're gonna make one more step, it's not gonna hit you ever. And because of this it reminds me another weird, mechanically speaking weapon, an elephant rifle. But trust me, Maxim Gun is much more strange weapon. Now my opponent is gonna be using 3 damage ability cards: Landon's Patience, Focus Fire and Peak Condition. But the damage is exactly the same, so we have another weird result. Damage ability cards do not work with the machine gun. So it's already much more broken weapon even than the elephant rifle, but hold on, we're gonna have even more interesting results. Now let's check whether defensive ability cards are protecting you from the machine gun, because who knows. So we're gonna be using some sort of a tank build. We have Slow and Steady, of Single Purpose, Iron Lung and Fool Me Once. And yeah, it seems that defensive ability cards are working. Now let's check headshots. On the medium range it doesn't kill with one shot to the head and deals pretty much the normal damage, but on the closer distances it kills with one headshot. Okay, let's take a look at this from the different perspective. From this range it's still a one-shot kill to the head, but from this range it's not, it deals the regular damage. So Maxim Gun has pretty small headshot range, but it doesn't matter with this particular weapon. And right now you will understand why. We're gonna test time to kill with the body shots. None of us is using any ability cards and my opponent has full health bar and health status, but not fortified. 0.75 seconds to kill. It shots extremely fast. Now he's gonna have fortified health status with the minty big game meat. And it took around 1 second now. But now let's test Maxim Gun against tank build. I have fortified status, 4 defensive ability cards and level 2 health tonic. Okay, it's almost tank build because I would have to use level 3 health tonic, but let's take a look at the results. It took 4.6 seconds to kill. And of course with the special health cure I would have lived even for longer. So the machine gun is not an imbalanced weapon by any means, because in a tank build even not the best shooter will have enough time to aim with a sniper rifle and make a kill. I mean, if damage ability cards were working with the machine gun, it would have been different kind of story, because winning streak alone will do a lot of difference with such a high fire rate. But since they don't work, it's absolutely useless against tank build. But here's another interesting test. Now I'm gonna be using Slippery Bastard and we will see how many shots will he miss. Not a single miss on this range. But let's try a bigger distance, the one from which Maxim doesn't headshots. same result, so I can tell you for sure Maxim Gun has perfect accuracy and it ignores slippery bastard. So we have found another counter to this ability card. But next test is really weird. We're gonna check whether Strange Medicine works with the Maxim Gun. And surprisingly it does. Strange Medicine heals you when you're doing damage with the Maxim Gun. So for some reason damage ability cards do not apply when you're using machine gun, but the Strange Medicine ability card works. And by the way, Painted Black also doesn't mark targets when you're using Maxim Gun. Have I already told you that this weapon is extremely weird and I would even say broken in many ways. And by the way, it's totally bulletproof, so it protects the shooter a bit. So Maxim Gun is an extremely interesting weapon with enormous fire rate and accuracy, but it's broken in many ways. And the most important, it's extremely fun to use. So I hope someday it will be purchasable and we will be able to use this weapon in PvP and in PvE. I mean, just like an elephant rifle, it's not gonna be the most effective weapon, but I'm pretty sure that we will have a lot of fun with it. Anyway guys, let me know in the comments whether you also wanna buy Maxim Gun in Red Dead Online, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. До свидания.